Yeah, that's why it's staggered, because the scenery is real around here. Just in case you haven't seen the setup. This is what we're running. No, I've had the Yoko for a while, Cat, but been using the Warthog mostly. I was going to run the Honeycomb, but the Honeycomb's got some issues at the moment. The buttons on the handles of the yoke are not, none of the buttons are responding, so I need to troubleshoot that with Honeycomb. So I threw the Yoko in there, which is actually quite handy because you can put your keyboard on top. And also when I get the radio panels, I can actually put them there, which is kind of cool. And then that's the Virtual Fly TQ6. The trucking, asked Chris Haynes and Whitney, they took me on a ride. Yeah, but Luke, it depends what kind of journey. I don't just want to jump in a truck and go down the motorway. That would not make a great VR 180 video. El Plagiato, you're welcome, sir. It's pretty sweet. You can get the mid and the north when you're ready. Wait for an Orbex sale. There's the coast. What happened to the squirrel slippers? I've still got the squirrel slippers on. Yeah, Boken, that would be awesome, dude. If I could broadcast more than one camera view and then you can kind of choose which one you want to watch, that would be pretty sweet. Welcome, Stucky. It's warning us we're about to enter the Bristol CTA. Offline. It's kind of hard to do online GA in the UK. Right, turn that off for a bit. Drew of the West, 34 months. Good to see the streaming take off to new heights and soaring above the rest. Lol. The puns are real. No, Mr. Wiseman, that's only out next year. It's called a Yoko, the Yoke downhole. I actually did a video on it year before last. For now, I'd recommend you wait for the honeycomb, because like the price point's going to be pretty good. You've been playing Elite Dangerous for 5 hours. Yeah, the real Duck Rabbit, but a lot of people don't stream under X-Plane, so it's like, in terms of discoverability, I've said this to Twitch for 2 years, give us one category for Flight Sim. Instead of having us scattered amongst DCS World, Microsoft Flight Sim, X-Plane 11, it's just stupid. It's in the title, what it is. So the title removes the confusion. Duck Rabbit. Well, I asked Twitch 2 years ago, downhole, to do it. Hotsit, welcome back. Mrs. Don't 49, nice weather for a flight. Yeah, because I changed it slightly. Thank you, Mrs. Don't. I'm glad it's Friday at work. Oh dear, that sounds horrible. I've always wondered how chefs can do their job in this kind of weather, you know? Well, yeah, firefighters, you kind of expect it in some respect. Right, let's get lined up here. Landing lights coming on. Brake is off. Mixture's rich. Feels good. Selectors on both. Let's get inside flap speed. Unextinct Pigwin, welcome back, sir. A little bit low, but we're good. Well, you have to do that when you do your license. You have to do that whole thing where you cut the engine and glide in. Is this game fun? Yep. When we land, we'll pick up some mushrooms, pink mushrooms. Gives us a power up so we can take off quicker. It doesn't glide as well as the role playing. It's weird. It does behave differently to the real thing. Like, the characteristics aren't quite the same. I'm not sure where the GA parking is. We'll go this way. Figure out where we're going to fly to next. Right, let's clean up. Sky Demon's doing the call-outs. It's basically, it was telling us when we was inside the... Sky Demon's this thing here. It was telling us when we were approaching the control area and that kind of thing, and telling us to contact Bristol Director, all that kind of stuff. So let's find out where we're going. I wonder if JA was on that bit behind us. Hang on, one sec. I wonder if this was GA parking, but it kind of looks like it's just hangars.
Welcome back, Nutter.
I'll just stick it over on the left for now. Thompson Boys, thank you for 16 months. Yeah, I'm surprised nobody did that, Yoshi. I'm thinking we go to Wales. Wales is pretty sea. I've not been around the coast of Wales and Orbex yet. That could be fun. Jay's next to the big car park, other side. Oh, so it was that over there. I did kind of wonder if that was it. But I was half expecting some GA plain scenery. Yeah, we're in the big boy car park, I think. Let's pull up here a sec. Right then. Now then, where do we want to fly? Any thoughts? Jason, I think the thing about Sky Demon is great for VFR. If you're doing VFR flying in UK or Europe, Sky Demon is really, really good for that. If you want to do IFR, it's a different story. Like, you might want to look at 4Flight for the IFR stuff, because Sky Demon doesn't cover that really. But I think if I remember, Sky Demon the first year is a little bit more expensive than subsequent years. But I think it's something like £99 a year after that. Swansea or Cardiff. Swansea or Cardiff. Well, we could... EGFH. We could go to Swansea and land, or we can overfly it. Danger area. Surface to 2,300 feet. What's all that about? Oh, Pendine. Oh, that's where the Pendine flats are. That's where they did all the speed races in the 60s. All the land speed tests were done there at Pendine. Been there. Fly over Cardiff en route. I don't think... To Cardiff, it's not that far, is it? Bristol to Cardiff is not a long flight. EGFH. (38 minutes 52 nautical). So we could overfly Cardiff like that. And go and land at Swansea. go to Carnarvon, North Wales. Well, we're kind of gonna head up that way, from maybe around the west coast and head up that way. I don't know, because west coast of Wales is quite nice. See, we could have also gone here. Haverford West, EGFE. So we could do that. Stupid thing. Like that. And that basically takes us right along the south coast of Wales. Aberystwyth and Cardigan Bay is nice. Yeah, we can go up to Anglesey as well. Do you have to motor over to the fuel depot, or can you just type in how much to refill? Oh, yeah, Boken, you can just do it. If you stop your engine stuff, you can just... it's gone now. You specify the little pop-in tool, and you can tell it how much fuel you want. Which one is it? Four labs. That's the product manager. How do we restart that little pop-up thing? I don't know how you, when that little pop-up's gone, I don't know how you get it back. There's a bug with airfoil. What's the bug? Right, so if I look at my plug, heading 281 magnetic. The only way to get it back is to restart or reload. Yay! GG airfoil. Right, altitude. Flying right through restricted temporary area, passes through Bristol, Cardiff, danger areas. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do it at 2.5. Swansea's got some active parachuting, apparently. Hey, Hendo. How you doing, sir? We'll go from this point here. We've got plenty of runway. The shortest duration flight you can do. There's no limit on the duration of the flight, Aki. You could just do it like the circuit is technically the shortest flight from takeoff to landing. Right, pizza heat, strobes coming on, landing lights can go on. Picture's going rich, flaps are up. Transponders on standby. Sorry, on altimeter. 271 is bugged. Arrow's been set, T's and P's are good. Just turn that off, put that on.
Runway 27.
T's and P's are good. There's 50, 55. Looking for 80 climb.
Control airspace 700 feet above.
Cool beans. You mean travel from one place to another? I don't know, Aki. There's no law about it, if that's what you mean. Okay, so in about 10 miles we'll reach the coast and then we're going over the water. Over the estuary. A Daldril. Do you end up purchasing and sharing that plane you were talking about? No. I decided not to, a Daldril. I'm joining a flying group instead, which is a non-equity share, so I don't own anything. But I get access to a bunch of planes. And it's cheaper than what I'm flying at the moment, but not as cheap as owning a plane. We're flying over towards Wales, Taylor. We're leaving Bristol, and we're just en route to Cardiff. The first waypoint is Cardiff that you can see. Actually, I was going to do 2.5, but I think I'll do 3 over the water. South Wales is quite nice. Well, actually, West Wales is really nice. You wish there was an ETA on the road, take MD11. I don't think they... I've noticed that a lot of the... particularly the flight sim... The aircraft developers do not give release dates until like within 2 weeks. I think because they're such complex things, they'd rather not give a date until they know for sure they can release it. Right, what's that off our left wing? A town called Weston-super-Mare. Oh, I've been there. That used to be a little seaside town. It may still well be. People used to go there for the holidays, can you believe it? You see it's got a bit of a beach with a pier. Weston-super-Mare. You've been there, Zarek. Well, now you know where it is. They've actually got an airfield nearby. Oh no, they've not. Tell a lie.
Control airspace 5 miles ahead.
Nope, no info yet, Mark. Aha, we can see Wales. Is that John Cleese's hometown? I actually don't know. I'm not sure where he was born. The pier got renovated after a large fire. What I find weird about these piers getting burned is they survived for decades, and bear in mind, decades ago, a lot of people smoked, a lot of people did it in public places, and the pier never got burnt down. And then they banned smoking in public places, so you can't smoke on the pier, because it's a public place, and then all of a sudden it burns down. I just find that kind of odd. Do people just get really, really careless? Most of the time it's kids underneath the fires. Why are they setting fire underneath a pier? I don't know, could have been an insurance job. What is that in the water? What? Blimey. I didn't even know that existed. I think it's a VRP. It's a visual reference point called Flat Home Lighthouse, according to the... If you look at Sky Demon, you see just in front of us there, you can see it on the map, and it's marked as a VRP. It's like a little V symbol. So a VRP is a visual reference point, which means if you was talking to ATC like Cardiff, they may say to you something like, report Flat Home Lighthouse. In other words, fly to that lighthouse and then report when you're over it, and they use it as like a routing in for VFR flights only, that is. But it's kind of cool. Hey Chili, how you doing, sir? Yeah, you'll find them scattered around. If you look at this, at the map, you can see there's one just over in front of us called, what's that? Knock Point, which is that bar. So that's a VRP. Cardiff Docks, just to our right, that's a VRP. And like they're chosen so that ATC can route you in, and as a VFR pilot they're like super obvious. When you get there, you can't miss the docks, you can't miss the lighthouse, you know. Right, we'll just fly slightly south of Cardiff and then I can have a look at it. Get a good look at it that way. Free J, mostly X-Plane at the moment. So after this, we'll be on a heading of approximately 300. 303 actually. Give or take. You hated in the pre-3D cockpit days accidentally dragging the instrument panel off the screen and never remembering the hotkey to reset it. That yeah, that doesn't happen in real life, does it? Let's have a look down here. Do you know, Airfort Labs have still not fixed that bug where you go external camera, you jump back in, and you can hear like the wind blow really hard for about 3 seconds. And this is on version 1.6 now, they've still not fixed that. It's ridiculous. What is that? Well, that is down there. Ah, it must be hard to fix. This looks like some kind of marina or dry dock area, maybe. No, I'm not doing it in VR actually, funnily enough. That should be Cardiff ahead, so we'll just stay left. Which flight sim is that, Servo? Oh, that's Cardiff. You have the Steam version of Flight Sim X. There's your problem, Servo. It's quite old tech now. Barry Docks, is that what it was called? Wait, is that a power station? It's like some huge factory. You can land where you like, Aki. There's no restrictions. Go land at Heathrow if you want. Well, they did, Carl, they did Washington, didn't they? So, you know, they're obviously working on it, but as SCS well know, the United States is going to take a while. That is a power station, right? What's it called? Might be on the map, actually. Oops. Yeah, funnily enough, this is a danger area. You often get danger areas when you go near power stations. Aberthor. Right, this is St. Athan EGSY. I bet they take GA. They might not be as expensive either. Yes, there's turbulence HT, there's wind and turbulence, and you can kind of change it yourself or go live weather. You was thinking about P3D version 5 be a big upgrade from version 4, otherwise Lockheed's going to lose the game to sales to X-Plane and the new Microsoft Flight Sim. They don't care, FreeJ. They honestly don't care about the consumer market. They never have. That's not where they make their money. Like, people jumped onto P3D from Microsoft Flight Sim when they ended it. People went, oh, P3D, that's great, let's go and use that instead. But Lockheed doesn't make a product for consumers. They make stuff for businesses, for like training schools and flight simulators. That's where they get their money from. So they won't ever enter into a race with Microsoft Flight Sim or X-Plane. They just won't care. Their objective is always to try and get like stable release cycles and incrementally update the product and that kind of thing. It's a coal power station, gotcha. Whitewater 5-2. Thank you for subbing. Welcome to the net house. Give me a nutty welcome, guys.
Happy anniversary, Nato.
Jacob Ramius, thank you for double top 40 months, sir. Right, so Swansea should be about there-ish. Good afternoon, gamer. Let's actually have a look on the map. Let's see where we are. You notice on there's a lot of wind turbines shown on this map. Does a small airplane such as this have autopilot? It does. This one does, Noodles. Most of the stuff I fly does not. Like, the 172 that I fly does have a wing leveler, but nobody ever uses it. But this has an autopilot. But I'm not using it currently. So the more you get inland, the more hilly Wales gets. Would you put the wing lever if you got confused in IFR conditions? If you've got an instrument license, you shouldn't be getting to the point where you're panicking and sticking on a wing leveler. Where the wing leveler tends to come in is you use it to take some of the load off you. So, you know, you can line it up on a heading, wing level it, and then just, you know, maybe look at your Sky Demon or whatever, and it'll just keep you flying level. That's kind of what you tend to use it for. Or if you're doing a long flight, maybe down to France or something, it would take a bit of the load off you because you can just fly a heading. You've still got to do the vertical. You've still got to make sure that you're trimmed properly. But it will just take some of the load off. But you shouldn't be going, oh my god, you know, I'm confused, let's stick on the wing leveler, because if you're in IFR conditions, then you're always looking at that anyway. You know, you're literally, like, when I do instrument flying, you can basically see this. You're basically flying the plane like that. You put that hood on, and this is your view of the world. You've got to keep everything all level, flying straight, because you're basically simulating being in a cloud all the time. It's quite tiring, actually. Alright, we'll come back down to 2.5 and get a better view, I think. Your buddies flew F-15s in the 80s, said there was no autopilot wing lever, that's a hand fly everywhere. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's exactly how things used to be done. Peterbilt, 25 months, time keeps on slipping through. It's the future. I want to fly like an eagle to my 25th. Indeed, welcome back, sir. It's quite misty. Cockpit's quite misty.
Happy anniversary, Matt.
The only computer couldn't put up a message this time. Did that change again? I don't think so. Plenty of people have put up a message, Bandita. Kenko, thank you for 19. Hope that everyone had a great weekend. Or has a great weekend. Thank you, Kenko. Right, Swansea should be right there. We just make out the coast coming in. We're going to overfly Swansea. It's blue sky here in Southport, so things should brighten up when you get to North Wales. We could stick it on live weather just to see what it looks like. Let's see what it does with that. Yeah, that's a lot worse. So that's when we was on the south coast. That's why I turned off live weather, because it's a bit nasty. Mr. Max, how you doing? That's like, I mean, you can VFR it, but it's not pleasant VFR. Right, so we are inbound into Swansea. What, 17 nautical? No, I was on when I was in Newquay, Dr. D. I put live weather on, and the cloud layer was really quite low down at Newquay, so I basically moved up the cloud layer and just increased the visibility a little bit, and we run like that for a while, because otherwise it's, you know, it's not great, is it, right now? I think if I was doing this in real life, I would probably hug the coast around there. I'd probably go there and across. I wouldn't do this. Bristol, Cardiff. Let's have a look. Cardiff is reporting visibility 10 kilometers. Scattered at 4,000. Since Athen, where we just came from, is 10k visibility, few clouds at 4,000. This weather that it's drawing doesn't line up with what the weather forecast is saying here. Cross the water and fly from boat to boat. Yeah, there's a boat. Let's go there. That's pretty much it, though, right? That's what you would do. This is a Virtual Fly's Yoko yoke. And that's the TQ6. And that is a farm sim controller that you can't quite see. Actually, I think that camera's been moved. Just a bit more like that. When I truck, that farm sim controller's on that side. We're flying to Cardiff. We're actually... No, we're flying to Swansea. We've flown past Cardiff. We're actually en route to Haverford West. Yeah, this is it, Chestergan. I don't think X-Plane is showing the actual weather properly, even though it's on live weather. You see what it's got is all these scattered cumulus clouds, and they're just not here right now. It's kind of weird. Visibility 10. Okay, try that. Or brighten it up a bit. I reckon conditions are more like that IRL right now. I think visibility is way better. Well, that's what we just had on Zero Dawn. We had on live weather, and it's just not lining up with how it really is. So I changed it. Right, what's this here?
Parachute drop zone 4.5.
Swansea parachute drop zone. Woof. They're parachuting into Swansea. So, I mean, really, we should go around that. Have a look at Swansea itself. What's Swansea known for then? Anybody know? X-Men Land weather is not accurate, so most X-Men Park, including myself, use Active Sky. Yeah, I'm not so keen on those add-ons, to be honest. There's a Lua script you can get to update the live weather. Football? It's not known for football. No toll on Severn Bridge anymore. Yeah, they got rid of it, didn't they? I can't remember why, though. Right, that's Swansea. I have Zero Dawn seen. Yeah, I've seen not so much ashtrays Zero Dawn, but I've seen the cigarette lighter things as well. Unbelievable. Can you imagine that? Smoking in a cockpit of a Cessna. That just like blows my mind. Right, this is, let's see. We're coming up to Llanelli, which is that there. I think that's Llanelli. But we need to get back on track a bit. You've been on some longer cross countries and thought this would be a great moment for a cigar. Yeah, sure, yeah. You know, cigar and a glass of wine, yeah? Or a glass of port, a sherry perhaps, and a big fat cigar. Whilst you're flying with your slippers on. You think I pronounced Llanelli wrong? It doesn't matter. I'm not Welsh. The only people in the world who speak Welsh are in Wales. Right, so there's a little estuary just here that we're flying down. Zarak, if I pronounced it wrong or incorrectly, how should it be pronounced? Because I always thought it was pronounced Llanelli, something like that. Llanelli. I can't do the whole pronunciation.
Airspace restriction 5 miles ahead.
Danger area. Danger, Will Robinson. Let's have a look what that danger area is about. It's on a weekday danger area. Llanelli, Llanelli, that makes sense. We should have to go straight on 27. Not sure what river estuary that is. Let's have a look. It's called Bristol Channel. Oh no, that bit, sorry. Is it still part of the Bristol Channel?
Danger area 4.5
Whiteford
miles ahead.
Point is off to our left. That there is apparently Whiteford Point. Gotta love Jaffers. Thank you for 52 months. I've flown by. Excuse the pun. Kenko, thank you for 19. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Absolute scum, welcome to the Nut House there. Thank you for your support. Welcome to the Nut House. Let's see. One kilometer wrong runway. I did some of that Welsh boy, yeah. Right, over to our right is, let's see, what's that called? Buffry Port. And an airfield called Pemberley, which is that there. That's Pemberley. Have a quick look at it.
Danger area 4.5 miles ahead.
EGFP, apparently. Always in feet, Zero Dawn. Nobody does it in meters. EGFP. It's quite nice around here. The coast is quite nice. Have you flown into Blackbush IRL? No. Why, is it good? Noodles, that scenario has been asked like billions of times on Twitch. Four paws, thank you for 10 months. Webby Brown, welcome back. When was the last time you did a flight? Wednesday afternoon. I was doing NDB tracking on Wednesday afternoon. Well, it wasn't really like a social flight, it was a learning flight. I need to book the plane and just go and do some fun flying. It's placed right between Farnborough Airspace and Heathrow. Oof. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Chances of breaking control airspace high. Have they got a tower though or anything? Coming in from Coventry direction into EGTK is quite nice. What, as in the scenery? Let's Haverford West 159 elevation. That's why you're doing your flight training. That must be fun. Pass just over east of the Cotswolds so you can look over and see the Cotswolds. No, we're off to, we're just west of Pemberley Airfield right now. We're off to Haverford West, which is there. There's Wales. So we've come from Bristol along the south of Wales, basically. And we are 20 nautical miles away. I don't know, Jack M. Yeah, I bet it is Jeffers. You're packing for a holiday to Sicily on Monday. That could be warm. 29 sounds like quite cold, to be honest, for Sicily. I went to Sicily and I didn't like it very much. I thought it was a very, well, certainly when I went, which was about 10 years ago, I think it was, I went to Sicily. It was a very untidy place, like they needed more litter collection. There was litter everywhere and smelly in places. I didn't like it very much, particularly in the main town. They're apparently selling homes for €1 to get the population back up. Wow. €1? What, in Sicily? We are indeed 4 paws. We're going to go up Wales, I think. Nope. Mr. Red. It's in the title. It's the Air 4 Labs 172. You're going to eat pizza and cannoli all week. And olives. There are plenty of olives in Sicily. And oranges. Yeah, it's like a €1 building that needs 20,000 euros of repairs doing to it. Yeah, the default 172 is not bad. Its flight model is not amazing, but right, we are 15 nautical away. Oh, in Sardinia. Right. That's a different place. I've never been to Sardinia. Yeah, Motley. Mach 1 loop and a 172. Oof. Frames, please. Twelve nautical, getting there. Do you reckon steam trains will come into Trains in World? I would think so. If they actually opened it up for third-party devs, it would probably be there already. What would be the next plane up for you to upgrade if you could? If I could have like a Cirrus SR20 or SR22, I'd be absolutely... That's all I'd want. To be honest with you. Or at least have a share in one or access to one. That would be amazing. Just going to go down to 2,200. Which is about 2,000 feet over the elevation. .9 nautical. What do you mean Audi or BMW? For what? Dr. Dre, 53 months. How was Truckfest? That's already been asked today, Dre. You can't ask Ian. Would you want to go on the footplate of a steam train? I'd want to get up into the actual... Yeah. I'd love to be shoveling coal in there and operating it, if that's what you mean. Is that it?
Navigation warning 4.5 miles ahead.
There it is. There it is. Slowly at the moment, Audi. Need to get some filming done on Monday, but I need to order some more equipment.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Sandra, thank you for 17 months. Yeah, I have done that soon. Whoops, in the wrong place. I was like, where's the wrong way gone? Right. Let's get some flaps going. Okay, brake is off. Mixture to rich. Got the fuel. Okay, they got quite a big displaced threshold. Mr. Breton, how are you? Mr. Chew, how you doing, sir?